Good morning or afternoon or evening. This is a tarot and oracle reading for the collective and an energy reading of today's energies. It's Thursday, May 1st. I don't know if I said that already. So just tuning into the energies, and you can do this yourself. So do this with me. Just kind of close your eyes and tune into what are you feeling? What are you feeling in your body? I'm feeling kind of this unsettledness in my shoulders. Let's see if we can get a little bit of clarity on that from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Okay. So you might just ask your guides, whoever you feel most connected to spiritually. It could be animals, it could be a person, it could be a religious figure, it could be angels. Just whoever you feel the most connected to when you think about God or spirit or your higher self. And if you have some sort of question or intention, just bring that into mind. And let's see what comes. Okay. Had a bunch come out, so let's see. One came out from that. I'm gonna do them all, and then I'll show you. Do any more want to come out of this pile? Maybe that one, but let's see. I'm going to put those back, but I'll tell you what we got so far. It was upside down, so I'm going to read the protection. We got the fork in the road. And we'll look at that more closely in a minute. I just want to get a couple more cards. See what else comes out. This one wants to come out, and this is Message in a Bottle. This also came out upside down, so we're going to read the protection for it too. Let's see. Oops, this one fell right in my lap. A leg up. Okay. And Treasure Island. That's the last one. Okay. So we got 4 from the Oracle today. And we're going to just look at them a little bit closer. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can actually see. Fork in the road. And I think it looks like a monkey or a baboon and a street sign with different directions. And I don't know, that looks kind of like a llama, but it has horns. So I don't know what that is. And it has a saddle on it. And then there's a big clearing in the back. So when you look at this, what do you notice? Because what are you drawn to? That's your consciousness telling you something. So pay attention to that. Focus in on it and ask it what it's trying to tell you. God or Spirit is always speaking to you through everything. God is speaking to you through me if you're listening to this. Okay, so it's the number 13, which breaks down into a number, you just add them up and it becomes a 4, which is a number of stability and structure and foundation. So what are you going to start your new foundation on? Which way are you going to go? What is giving you energy? So we're going to find out a little bit more about that from the Wisdom of the, or from the Light Seers Tarot by Christiane. But the whole thing is going to tell us a story. So we also have a message in a bottle. So just focusing on that. What do you notice there? I'm drawn to the cloud and the starfish. I think that's a starfish. Maybe a turtle in there. There's hearts. Is that a pelican? And what is it holding? A spyglass. Message in a bottle. So some kind of message is going to come in, and it's about seeing and noticing that message. And we're going to just tune into that a little bit more. So that's a 15, that would be a 6, which is leading us towards some sort of connection. And, connection. A leg up, 34, which would be a number 7. So we have a progression of 4, 6, 7. 7 is a spiritual number. And you can see a mom polar bear and a baby polar bear. And there's some sort of trees and a face in the background, like a spirit. There's a star on the polar bear. Sometimes just saying things, what you observe, kind of gives you like an aha sort of thing. So you can just say what you observe and then something might stand out to you. That's your spirit or your consciousness speaking to you. And then Treasure Island is a turtle with a treasure chest on its back in the water. Pretty clouds and hearts around. Okay, let's see what we get from the Light Seers Tarot to get a little bit more clarity about what is the story that is happening right now. Life is telling you a story, and then you meet life and you create a story with life. We're co-creating with life or spirit, energy. What is spirituality to you? Here we go. We got the World. The world is your oyster. Which way are you going to go? What are you going to choose? So today I started a journal. I've had a journal. I have like a bunch of different journals all over the place that like I will find and just write in them. But I wanted to start a journal today to notice, what do I love? What matters to me? What am I focused on? So this is a journal about really valuing myself and loving myself, because I think that is really the key to co-creating, is knowing yourself and what you're trying to create and what matters to you. So focusing a lot less on what's happening out in the world and focusing on how that makes you feel. That's where you have control. That's where you have choice. I'm going to put these back. And I'm going to get all the cards from here first. I'm going to get at least one card. We'll see what wants to come out for each one. We're going to do one for a message in the bottle. But this journaling that I'm going to do, it's really about getting to know myself, valuing myself, making myself the most important person in the world to me. So if you want to try that, I think it could be a really good exercise. Make yourself the most important person in the world to you. Find out what bothers you. That's what was happening with me this morning. Something was bothering me. What bothers you, that's like contrast. What I don't want. What do I want? What did I want to experience this morning that I wasn't experiencing? So if you want to start a journal like this, that's what it is. It's about you making yourself the most important person in the world and learning about yourself, giving yourself importance. Okay, so let's find out what's happening with the message in a bottle. Okay, again, these ones want to come out, and this one wants to come out. Queen of Cups. So I'm going to put that under message in a bottle. Okay, and then these two want to come out. So we got the Devil. And that's going under a leg up. So I'm going to get more information about that one because that is an interesting one. And then we have the Judgment card, which is going under treasure. Maybe those two came out together for a reason. Maybe that one's under a leg up. Okay, and Judgment. So a leg up, the Devil, and Judgment. And let's see what goes under Treasure Island. Okay. The Nine of Wands. Okay, now that we have all our cards, I'm going to show you them one row at a time. So we have Fork in the Road and the World. That's in our first column. Then we have Message in a Bottle and Queen of Cups. So it seems to me like the message in the bottle is coming from love, from our heart, from our spirit, from our center, from our spiritual center, which I think is around the heart area. That's where the message is coming from. And I think the message is going to tell us which way to go in the road. Like we have all of these options. We have the whole world under us, the whole world at our feet. And we have choices. We may feel overwhelmed right now by everything that's coming at us. And there's a reason for that. It's telling you need to start choosing where your energy goes. You can't have everything. Everything is just going to be so diffuse, you won't be able to enjoy it. So what do you want to put in your life? What matters to you? And that's going to come from your heart and your spirit, which is it's different from your mind. If you wait for your mind to tell you things, they're probably going to be wrong. You want to really feel this coming from inside of you. It's a different way of being. So what do you find yourself doing? When you just sit back and observe yourself, what do you find yourself doing? What do you find yourself moving towards? Okay. And this one's curious, the leg up. The leg up and the devil and the judgment card. So I want to find out more about that. So I'm going to read this row. The leg up, number 34. Receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. Okay. You come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. Okay, I just remembered that the fork in the road and the message in the bottle were upside down, and I said I would give you the protection message for that. So I'm going to do that because that might be part of this message. Okay. Fork in the road is time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Okay, so this morning I was having a little temper tantrum inside and I was like, it's not how I want it to be. Okay, and then wanting to blame it on other people. And then I was like, I need to take responsibility for my life and what's in my life and what my choices and options are. I have a choice in every moment of where I want to put my energy. And so at that moment, I said to myself, let me just observe this. I want to record and observe what's happening to me because it tells me what matters. That's why I started that journal. What matters to me? What matters to you? Okay, so let's do the protection message is indecision is extremely frustrating and will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. If you don't make a choice, you're making a choice. At this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give away your power, not even to this oracle. By not making a choice, you are making a choice, for which you must be accountable. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson. Okay. And message in a bottle, number 15. Communication, a sign, a Cledon, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, really all the time. When you believe, you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. Actually, all the time. Even like the things that you don't want to hear. If you pay attention to those, they're telling you something too. But the more you align with your highest self, the more beauty and love and peace, and the more like the symbols match. There's so much like matching. It's like synchronicity. They may come to you as a bird flying by. That's how you know that you're in alignment with your highest self. They come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointing in the right direction. Keep your ears open for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this. Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So whatever that means to you. The protection message is, are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? That's so funny because that's what I was doing this morning. I was like, why isn't it the way I want it to be? I felt like, okay, I'm being a little bit bratty. How do I want it to be? Do I even know? Let me just observe and see. And then I can take responsibility for my choices and where I put my energy. Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. But there's no need to be fearful. Just kind of observe. Observe. There's no reason to be fearful. I felt like a little bit of fear in that, and I don't like that. So just observe and realize that you have choice and power in every moment. The more present you are, the more aware you can be of that. Okay, so that was a protection message. Now we're going to go to a leg up, number 34. Oh, we already did that. So we're going to go under that to the devil. What is the devil trying to tell us about a leg up? That's an interesting one, right? If we're getting a leg up and that's health, why is the devil there? And underneath the devil is judgment. Lying to yourself, that's what it is. Your shadow, delving into your shadow self, being trapped in your own stories, manipulation, lying to yourself, temptation. Okay, so I think that's what it's about. You're going to get a leg up, you're going to get help. I'm not sure how that connects yet. But the devil is when we lie to ourselves about things, or we avoid things, or we try not to see things because they don't fit the story. They don't fit our story. Okay, so somebody may be trying to help you and give you a leg up, and whether you take that or not will depend on whether it fits your story or not. But maybe you need to see the whole picture and let go of the story. So observe it a little bit. Observe, do you want to take this help? And what does it mean to take this help? Okay, that's in judgment. So I think the devil is just saying, the message with that is be honest with yourself. Look at everything. Observe everything, the good and the bad. What fits your story, what doesn't fit your story. Be willing to look at all of it. And then you can make your decision, then you can use your judgment. Judgment is self-realization and understanding, spiritual awakening, redemption, knowing your motives and your heart to be true, total transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit. Okay, it's being honest with yourself. So you want to really be honest with yourself and see everything. Okay, and number 9, Treasure Island. 9 is the number of progress and process. Treasure Island. The law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. You've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot. Because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase where all the long, hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others as treasure shared multiplies like magic. And I think that's funny because I was just doing A Course in Miracles this morning, and it was about how giving away doesn't deplete you. True giving is you can only give something that you truly have, and when you truly give something, you don't lose it, you just get more of it. So it's funny that this kind of reinforced that. That's the synchronicity. Okay, and so underneath Treasure Island, we have the Nine of Wands. They're both nines, Treasure Island and the Nine of Wands. And if we add them up, they still are a 9. Okay, so the Nine of Wands. Being willing to look at everything. That's not what it is, but I want to reinforce that message. Be willing to look at everything. Okay, Nine of Wands is determination, resilience, defiance, a last defense, the final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. Don't give up now, you're almost there. As you round the corner toward success, something may surface that threatens your feelings of security and achievement. It's important to remember how far you've come. Don't see this minor deceleration as a symbol of failure. Step into your resilience, your resilient last stand. One final push to complete this task, and tomorrow, stunning light, you can rest. In shadow, this card suggests you are making things harder than necessary or being overly defensive. You may even be inadvertently choosing the more difficult path because you believe on some level that healing and ascension should be difficult. Sometimes we become so enamored with our stories of rising up that our own shadows become romantic notions that we seek to defend. Let go of any ideas you have about navigating specific lessons on the path. Your time to relax into security and success is on the horizon. I push beyond my own perceived limitations, and I remain open and trusting as I do. Okay, so that is the reading for today. Just going to tune in and see if there's anything else. Okay. That's it.